All right, talking about Diva. Come on.
You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up locally and globally, Vince vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that one in your system, fill your class a little, expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might crash a little. Get addicted to the content, got them watch, don't like you, want invite the best friends, and then in the house and you're bragging like a lot of fight. I don't wanna miss a second, hate content. Everybody they got something to say. So information bring it to the table, but come white, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' play and turn it back until you start try again. Yeah. Welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah. Welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey everybody, what's up? What's going on? How's everybody doing this evening?
Good.
That's awesome. Everybody come on in. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you share the video. And if you are not already subscribed to the Hood Table family, please become a hoodie and click the subscribe button and the notification bell as well, so you can know whenever we go live or do an upload. Now, we have been advertising for weeks on end about an exclusive interview that we was going to do with the author by the name of Douglas E. Hopson. Hey, Nettie B, thanks for joining the chat and becoming a member of the Hood Table. Thank you, appreciate it. So that's what we're doing tonight, you guys. We are here with our guest, Douglas E. Hopson, the author of The Untold Secret, a book that I have enjoyed reading, and I know you will too. We are going to make sure you guys have a way where you can get this book, whether it's the actual physical book or on Kindle. We'll be discussing the book with Mr. Hopson as well. And also, we're going to be giving away a few things tonight. So everybody, please make sure you share this live, especially if you know anyone who might have been a victim of sexual assault, incest, trauma, rape, any type of abuse as a child. Please let them know about this live. Drop them the link, share it on your Facebook, your IG, your Twitter, share it on YouTube for me, please. And thank you so very kindly. And Douglas is coming back in the chat right now. Hey, how you doing, sir?
Hey, good afternoon, good evening. What's going on?
Good evening. I'm so glad to see you again. You've been doing a lot of things lately.
Just trying to help everybody help themselves, I guess.
Yes, I understand. Now, I know we did interview you a year ago when you were still in the process of writing your book. I did get a chance to check it out, and then you finally got the completed version done. Here's my copy right here. Here's my copy. Through the night, we are going to be dropping his Cash App in the chat. Whether you want to send him a love offering or whether you want to send him something for his book, because all the funds to his book is going to a special organization. I'm going to let him explain to where all the money for the books is going to go. So go ahead with that.
All right. So through me writing the book and me being an advocate for child abuse survivors and child molestation survivors, we have formed a nonprofit 501c3 nonprofit organization called Life After the Abuse. Life After the Abuse is our organization that we help advocate and to get people change. We advocate, we travel, we assist with counseling, and basically stopping child abuse and child molestation.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. That is wonderful.
All right, that is awesome. We need more organizations like that. We really do. Yes, because I heard you say on your book launch, you gave like the percentages of how many people are abused every single day, how many are women, how many are men. Your book describes your physical, mental, emotional, sexual abuse growing up at the hands of your mother and uncle. As far as I want to hear you explain why the numbers of the females are so high and the numbers of the men are so low, even though we know they should be much higher.
I truly believe that the number of women are so high, particularly here where I live in Davidson County. Um, and the statistics I gave are very recent, but we have to look at this. The higher rate was 40.1% was not actual rape. It was actually forced fondling. It was not actually rape, forced fondling. The 36.9% was actually forcible rape. So I believe that a lot of times young ladies who are not validated at home go looking for love in all the wrong places. They go looking for another man where their father should have been validating them. They look for a man, and the first man that says, "Hey, you're cute. I love you." You know, whatever. They want either put
Been
themselves
there,
in a
done
position.
that.
Yeah,
They give them the validation and that false hope that that pride in themselves.
yeah,
Mm.
definitely. So, I think it's less in men. For two reasons. A lot of young men don't put themselves in a position to um, to be molested, and the age range I think plays a big part. If you guys have read the book, from the age of 3 to the age of 16, I was molested. So 3 years old, a child can't fend for themselves. A
Right.
child doesn't really not know how to say no. So they're taking advantage of at that young age.
And they
And they
actually don't
don't
even know
understand
how
what's
wrong it
going
is
on.
at that age.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Go ahead, Karma Diva.
No, I was just saying I was agreeing with you that they don't understand what's going on with them. You know, is this normal? Is this, something that's supposed to happen? And that's sad that they are being taken advantage of like that and abused, just flat out abuse.
Yeah, yeah, it's really sad. It's really sad. And for those of you guys who don't know or haven't read the book already, the book is titled that he just released. It's The Untold Secret. It's a story of Douglas E. Hopson, the life of a young boy who survived molestation and child abuse and is now setting his sights on setting the captives free. He is out there advocating for other people like him. This book is one of a 3-part series detailing the plot of the enemy and the triumph of Christ in the believer's life. So, again, I highly recommend that you guys purchase this book, especially if you are a survivor of sexual assault, especially if you're a child sexual assault survivor, or you know anybody else who might have been dealing with that type of trauma from childhood, especially if they are still
Or
mentally
you may
dealing
be
with
a
it.
counselor who are dealing with that.
Right, right, right.
I'm
So,
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Tanya.
oh
But
no,
yeah, if
no, go
you're a
ahead.
counselor dealing with that, you may also want this book to be a guide into
Yeah,
how to um, talk to these kids, nurture them, and to get try to help them to triumph.
right,
So I think that
right.
will be a good tool for them to use.
Right. Now, Mr. Hobson, Karma Diva was just talking about like counselors. Who all do you recommend as far as authority you think should probably get this book, even if they haven't went through something personally? Because I think
Um,
teachers could be added to that.
yes. And I talked about that in my actual launch. I think teachers should be number one,
Mm-hmm.
because of the prison pipeline in the school system, and also the school system labeling kids as ADD, ADHD, or just a troubled child. A lot of troubled kids have some homes, and the only way they can release their anger is to act out in school, not around
Mm-hmm.
their perpetrator. So
Right.
I believe that should be number one. Number two, I think um, some law enforcement really need to look at this book. Of course, we know we're in another pandemic with not killing people and everything else. But I
Mm-hmm.
believe that even ones with disabilities may have some type of illness, and I think a lot of the killings can be prevented. Number three, I think every parent, every mother, every father should read this book. Reading the book, even I reread the book after it was published. There are signs that parents could look for. My wife, she's a school teacher, even reading the book, that she's seen some of the warning signs in some of her kids. So I think every parent, because parents, I don't think now we have the knowledge of what to look for if a child's being touched. We don't ask our children anymore, everything okay? What's going on? We're too busy to be the child's friend and not the parent. So I think that's another huge loophole that we have. The mom, you look at single mothers, they're working 2-3 jobs trying to keep the lights on, and they got the kids at home by themselves. So what can we do to change that behavior? And I think that's the biggest question. That's the question I have people this afternoon or this evening at my book launch online. What can we do to change this behavior? Because it's an ongoing cycle. This is a silent epidemic. It's not a pandemic. It's an epidemic. It's a silent epidemic that needs to be addressed by the church, by the school, and I think the biggest thing is the church. I think the biggest,
especially at the church.
Right. The church does not talk about sex. It does not talk about, I know personally people that have been molested in the church, and they have the pastors, and the pastors swept it under the rug because they're afraid to deal with it. And I think it's the church, because the church is supposed to be a hospital to our community. You know, every church, house, in the community ought to be a safe haven for a child to go and tell what happened. But because the church has been created, because the church now has no transparency, we don't feel comfortable even going to the leader.
Right, that's true. That's absolutely true. I got a question for you, but I want to see if Carmel, you got something to say first. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just agreeing with what he said. You know, church, school, law enforcement. Those are the places that a child should feel the safest. If not at home, those are the places that they should be able to go to without any, feeling any repercussions or feeling that they're going to be rebuffed or rejected. And that is sad that we can't even count on those places anymore to take these kids and to make them feel safe. That's terrible.
It is terrible. And you were saying about how we need to see the signs, but I have a question for you about like the abusers. Like, do you believe abusers show any potential warning signs that we should look for the people who are around our children?
Most of them don't, because most of the abusers know the victim, and most of the victims are comfortable with the abuser because they know them. If you look back in the back of the book, I have a section in the back. It says, "Who are the abusers?"
Yep, I saw that.
Abusers? Who are the abusers? And I'll read it for you.
Go ahead.
Child sexual, the overwhelming majority of abusers are male, and the majority of the victims are female, although many boys are also abused. Sexual abuse is associated with attitudes women and that men learn from a young age, as well as unequal power relationships between men and women and adults and children. Both men and women commit physical, emotional abuse and neglect. It often depends on which parent spends the most time. Now we're going back to the parents again. It also depends on which parent spends the most time with the child. Child abuse usually takes place in the home with someone the child knows rather than a stranger.
That's correct. That's true. That's very, very true.
Uncles, aunts, cousins, brothers, they all know their victims. And this is how the perpetrator is easy access to the victim.
Right.
Of course, you want to reference me again. It was my uncle. My uncle was my favorite uncle. He used to take me to ice and pizza. So I do know that it's my favorite uncle.
Right.
So
And there's
they
like a
have
stigma.
exactly.
And there's like a stigma
Exactly.
or a stereotype. When we were younger, it was always stay away from the guys. Stay away from the guys. Like, I bet not catch you
Mm-hmm.
sitting on such and such lap, or I bet not. Even if it's your uncle or your grandpa, like, why can't I sit on his lap?
Right.
But
Right.
the girls was taught to more than the boys. It was never the boys that our parents was worrying about. It was always
Mm-hmm.
the girls, as if boys can't be, molested or assaulted by a family member.
Yeah,
So
they
I
tell us,
I
oh
think
no,
their
y'all go in the
tunnel
room.
vision.
Don't be in the room alone with Uncle so and
Yes,
so.
yes. Some
Don't
parents
let
have
cousin
tunnel
so and
vision.
so hug you too tight.
Hmm.
And it's like, well, if you know this person is like that, why are you allowing them around kids? Period. Why
Hmm.
aren't you turning them in?
Sometimes they
That's
don't
what
know,
I.
but
But see, that's what I don't get, and I don't like, and I don't understand. And I know that they are family members or close, friends that are like family. But if you know this person is prone to hurting children or women or even men in that case, why are you protecting the perpetrator? Why are you not protecting the potential victims, those who are weakened?
Well,
Why are you not protecting them?
they can't, and I think that's the loophole. They don't show signs that they are perpetrators. There was no sign with the uncle that he would do what he did,
right.
but but by them being so close, okay. Let's go back to the allegation. When the uncle knew what I was missing which was a father figure,
Hmm.
and when I craved the father figure role, he took that and he abused that, and that's what stepfathers, step cousins, step uncles, that's what they do. When a child longs for a father figure, when a child longs for a mother figure, they easily attach themselves to the one person that shows them the most attention.
True.
And that's
Hmm.
how it begins. Because then, even we go further in the book with my foster family. I believe, and I'm going to do some digging. I believe, and there are cases where the Department of Social Services have sold kids to foster families that were known to be physically and sexually abusive.
Right.
So
Hmm.
there's the pipeline again. It's a cycle. It's a cycle of an enslavement of the child.
So do
And
you
when
think
that child,
social services, when I'm sorry, you think they do that because they are so pressed or hard up for families to take in kids that they'll still send them to these families knowing that they
I,
are doing this?
I believe so, because the mental institutions are full. The child
Hmm.
is labeled as so they call it respite care. And respite care is an
Mm-hmm.
emergency care kids that they can't
Right.
find no place to go.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So in respite care, that is a soft loophole, respite care, because it's almost a desperation for social service to get his kid placed.
Right.
So they got have families that they pay extra money to do respite care. Respite care is a tighter, it's on demand thing, basically.
Hmm.
It's an on
Mm-hmm.
demand foster care until they can actually place that child.
Right.
Yeah,
So
my
if
sister's a foster parent. Mm-hmm.
perpetrator, if I like little boys, the first thing I'm going to do, and I've never gotten caught, I'm gonna apply for a respite care position because kids are
Oh,
banging
okay.
at the door. They're constantly coming in. They're constantly coming in. They're constantly coming in. And just like myself, how many kids before me were put with Mr. and Mrs. Esposito that
Oh,
they
that
knew.
family. Oh God.
But listen to this. Because the child is already labeled troubled, the social services automatically think, oh, that child just don't want to be there. They're making this stuff up. So they sweep it under the rug because the child is already labeled a troubled child. So there's
Right.
no real investigation because that child was labeled from school. That child was labeled, and they're labeled a troubled child. Like I was labeled a troubled child.
Mm-hmm.
Why was I troubled? Why was I acting out? Why was I fighting in school so much?
Right. Well, you know what? I'm glad you mentioned that. Throughout your book, you had a lot of that going on, a lot of fights, a lot of detentions, suspensions, even juvie for one particular fight when you beat that boy with a chair. But like, okay, I'm glad you brought that up because from what I've learned and seen, when it comes to pinpointing if a child might be being abused like that, they look for signs like if the child is touching on another child, or if the child is being really sexually, or if the child, like, they look for specific things. And that's why I'm glad you spoke about the acting out, because some people think a child is just acting out and being bad just because he's acting out and being bad, you know.
Yeah.
Children they don't know how to suppress that anger. And then in your case, it's like you was telling people about it even at the age of 5, and they kept sending you back to your mom. So
That
what else
when I read
could
that
you do?
pissed
That's
me
the only
off.
way you could get it out is by rage.
That's the only way.
They don't know how
It is
to
bad.
communicate what's going on with them.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. So I know, Edward. I know. You decided to come back to the hood table for your part 2 interview. We interviewed you last year. Um, that was a pre-book interview, and that interview, y'all, if y'all
And
missed
we
that interview, I'm
enjoyed
gonna have
it.
to drop the link
Yes. So they
to
can
that,
go
because
back
that
and see
interview
that
was,
one again.
man, sexual abuse and assault to have a church up in there. I'm like,
Honey, we had it
it
last
was a
night
nice interview
too.
last year. So I'm definitely gonna drop that. Yes, and last night you had all the people in my chat talking about, "Amen, praise God, they doing a church stomp and everything at home." But you did say that you had something that you wanted to drop or release tonight, and we like 30 minutes
Mhm,
into our
mhm.
interview. So, are you ready to drop your
How many
exclusive bombshell
viewers do you have?
right now? And I was going to ask you that. Did you put the link in your? Did you send the link out to your viewers? Because I don't know if they're all tuned in.
I did. We're live on our fan page as well. So we have viewers
Oh,
on the fan and everything else.
okay. So they're not individually live though on my live.
No, no, no. I don't know how to
Okay.
do
Oh,
that.
okay.
Okay, yeah, because that would make a difference in the numbers. But as far as right now, it's only like in the 20s. People are going in, people are coming out.
Okay. Once you get to 30, let me know.
Okay, I will, and I'll keep sharing the live out.
Okay.
But if people can
So
actually
Now
tune if people can actually tune into our YouTube channel and share that link, then the numbers rise. But
okay. Let me get them to do that. But
okay,
I'll get my social media managers to do that. But we have to understand that everything is first spiritual before it's natural.
right,
And
right, absolutely.
I'm a preacher. I love the Lord. I love seeing people's lives change. But any
hmm
root of it is first spiritual. It's first spiritual. So
Hmm.
where did this
now
problem come from? Where did the root come from?
It's like
A
learned
lot of people don't
behavior.
learn behavior, and a lot of people don't like to talk about this in the Bible because of incest in the Bible.
Hmm.
There was rape. There was parties going on. You know,
Hmm.
I can't really say without we got kids in the room, but there were adult parties going on in the Bible.
Right. True.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
Solomon. There were things going
True.
on. And when we have ancestors who don't deal with this stuff, it passes down from generation to generation to generation until somebody decides to cut the umbilical cord and then deal with it.
Right.
And break that generational curse. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Generational curse. But no, I just had one of our supporters, a board members. She asked me a question. She said, "What made you finally write the book?"
Mm-hmm.
And I
I
told her
was
that
going to
was great.
ask you that.
Okay, so here's her answer. When I got tired of being and sabotaging great relationships, I purposely sabotaged relationships when I was not free from who I used to be.
Mm-hmm.
There were relationships that were very prominent that I purposely sabotaged because I did not want to get hurt.
Like with the Harpers.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So when I got tired of being lonely in my own little world, when I got tired of carrying the cycle, then I began to write the book. This book was therapy for me. This book here was my lifeline. Writing this book here saved my life. It literally saved my life. It made me a better husband. It made me a better role model to be a father. It made me a better community leader. And it made me a better Douglas. And that was my issue. I did not love myself because I was confused of who I was.
Right.
And you were never taught that. You were never taught to love yourself or how to.
I was never taught
Right.
by a father figure how to be a man. I was never taught how to take care of a woman. I was never taught to be gentle. I was taught to be rough. I was taught to be hard. I was taught to be these certain things because I had to protect me.
Right.
In my relationship, it was, I'm going to get you before you get me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to hurt you before you hurt me. And then we played the manipulation game. How did I learn to be so manipulative? I had to do that to stay safe. You follow where I'm going? I had to
I follow you. You had like this wall up. You had this wall up too to keep people from hurting you even more than you was already going through.
Exactly.
To keep them from seeing the true you.
Mm-hmm.
And because I was not comfortable with the true me, I couldn't be true to nobody else.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
When I met my wife, the good thing gave me the key that unlocked the favor over my life. When I met her, I was a grizzly bear. I was so angry. I was afraid to trust. I was afraid to love. But when you have someone, Tanya and Karma, and every time I talk about this, I cry. You have somebody that loves you in spite of and not because of.
Mm-hmm.
I was always loved with conditions.
Yeah.
When
she loved you with the baggage and all.
When things happen,
I'm sorry, brother.
The very last thing that they said to me was, "You know I love you." And my thing is,
I remember
you love me. What the hell would you do with me?
It was a trigger for you.
I want to love. I did not want, and I told my wife, I did not want to love anymore.
Mm-hmm. I know that was a trigger for you in your book.
Yeah, I hate that word love. I hated to be hugged. I hated to be affectionate.
Right.
Because even the sound of keys, and I talk about that in my book.
Yeah.
Keys, right up until 2 years ago, the sound of keys frightened me because I understood when the keys came, the abuse came.
The abuse came. Yep.
It was to the point, y'all, to where I carried one key because I did not hear multiple keys on my own key rate.
Yeah.
How can a grown man that has a career that helps save everybody else cannot save himself? That was
But
one
see,
of the
that wasn't
hardest.
your job.
That was
wasn't
one of
your
the
job.
ever that I would take a position of law enforcement. I would take a position of being a fugitive recovery agent, taking a position to be, and I'm still licensed as a bodyguard. How can I take these positions to protect everybody, but did not know how to protect myself?
Wow.
That's, to this day, I still struggle with making sure that I'm protecting my family the correct way without being overbearing.
Right. Right.
Because I don't want nothing to happen to them.
Right. And please share the live out, you guys. Please like and share the video, please, and thank you very much. And
Now,
we
I had one
appreciate Douglas
question
for
while I was
telling us his
reading
story because this is a very, very sensitive topic to
an
discuss for a lot
emotional
of different
story.
people.
Yeah,
So I appreciate you for being so transparent with us.
thank you.
Go ahead,
Now, I had
Carmen.
a question about when I was reading. Your mother, you said your mother had another child, your sister. Um, what happened to her? Did your mother or uncle um, do anything to
Good
her?
question. Good question.
She was the angel child.
Hmm.
Nothing happened to her.
Yeah.
Mm,
And from my research, from talking to other family members, I look like my biological father.
Hmm.
so she took it
So
all out
because
on
they,
you.
and
Right.
she was angry that he never married her, I believe it
Okay.
got taken on me.
Okay.
Mm,
So she took it all out on you, like, and for years and years. And it's for some people it's hard to, like, if you didn't hear a story like this, you'd be like, come on now, that's hard. You went through child abuse for all those years, and nobody believed you, and
it's
but it
something you couldn't
happens. It
control.
does happen.
You can't control the fact that you look like your father.
Right. And usually it don't go to that extreme. Usually it's mainly just beating or punishment or verbal abuse or something like that when
Right,
a
just a
child looks
strong
just like the
dislike of
ex.
that child.
Yeah.
But so
But it
what
went a
was your
lot farther.
uncle? I mean, not that there is an excuse, but what was your uncle's excuse?
I never,
What is
I
it?
never, I never had to have a conversation with him because by the time I got grown, he was deceased.
And I seen
But
that you said some of your cousins didn't believe that he had done those things to you. Were they his children? I mean, how old was this uncle
he
when
was
this
a
was
lot
going
older.
on? I should say.
He had to be 40 something years old maybe when this was going on.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. And you said, I know you said your mother, she I think he knew, was that right? He knew about what she was doing, but she didn't know about him, or was it vice versa?
Vice versa, and they both were on a drug binge and
Okay.
did things together. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm,
Wow.
mm, mm.
Mm-mm. That's amazing that you
It's
survived
just
that. It's amazing because you made 3 suicide attempts.
Three major ones.
Yeah, 3 major
Three,
ones.
three
Well, I
major
want to talk to
ones.
you about one of those. Can I talk to you about one of those? One of your attempts?
Yeah, go ahead.
The one where you had like the outer body experience, because you had 2 outer body experiences. that I read in the book. But
Mm-hmm.
the second out of
Mm-hmm.
body experience where you had when after you tried to kill yourself again, um, and you said you had like this outer body experience where you kind of heard from God. And he can you explain that to us when he was telling you that you're born, you fed through the umbilical cord when you're born, when you're in your mother's stomach, but you don't always have to be attached to the umbilical cord. What
Right.
did that mean to you?
Mm-hmm.
That means I did not have to follow in their footsteps and
Okay.
be the same as they were. That happened, and I think I literally on the table. I was literally on the table.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, they were siblings. They were brother and sister. Um,
Yeah.
they I was literally
Well, I
on the
guess she meant
table.
she probably meant were they on the opposite side of the tree, like your dad's brother or your mom's brother.
No,
Yeah.
no,
So that was your mom's brother,
right.
right? Okay.
So
Okay.
I was literally on the table, and my spirit left my body. And I knew it was God because it was a soft voice. It wasn't a real harsh. It was like you talk to a newborn baby,
Mm-hmm.
and I literally could see myself laying there. And he said to me, he said, "Son," and that's how I knew again it was God because he called me son, and God don't call everybody
Mm-hmm.
son.
Right.
Yeah.
He said, because you were born of the umbilical cord, you don't have to remain connected.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was my sign that he had a plan for my life. He wasn't going to let me die.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and from that point on, I think I had a little glimpse of hope in
Mm-hmm.
that. Um, but I knew it was God. I knew I could feel it. I could not see, and that's the thing. I can hear, but I could not face it. I knew it was either an angel or it was God,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
he literally
Mm-hmm.
spoke. You don't have to continue to be fed from this.
Mm-hmm.
And then I jumped
Now,
back into my spirit, back in my body, and they said that's when I began to breathe again.
Right. Mm-hmm. Go
now,
ahead,
as I was
Carmelita.
reading, as I was reading, and I got to thinking, and the way the question formed in my head, I don't mean it to sound rude, but I said, I'm gonna ask you, with all that happened to you, all this you've been through, what gave you the audacity to forgive and to find God to get your salvation, your deliverance? What gave you the audacity to do that?
I don't know. I don't know. I know that God does allow, and I'm not saying He always allows bad things to happen, but we have to remember again that every storm we go through is not demon or demon.
Mhm. Mhm.
Some storms we go through we can't rebuke because they're a
Mhm.
God ordained storm, so God gets the glory out of your life. That
Yeah.
God, the Bible says He put no more on you than you can bear.
Right.
I
Amen.
believe, and this is just my simple thing, crazy what they. My personal opinion is this: He set me as an example before the people to know, so I knew I was chosen. That was a many call
Mhm.
before. When this happened, and things happened, and I was able to survive it. That's the whole key thing. I was able to survive the whole thing. Stay clothed in my right mind, with blood running warm in my veins. I was able to survive because I was chosen by God. The name of my last book is "Delivered to be a Deliverer."
Mm.
I was chosen by God, delivered and set free to be a deliverer of those who cannot set themselves free.
Yes.
So when I began to really seek God, and I asked God, I talked to God like I talked to my best friend. He's over here. I said, bro, are you really serious? That you, God, that knew no sin, did no sin, never committed a sin in his life, you allowed little old me. No, I say that as a figure of speech because I've never been little.
Oh yeah, you was a big kid.
I was 12 ounces as a baby. But you
Ooh.
allowed me, and this is the scripture, and y'all know I'm going to get churchy in this interview, so y'all forgive me.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
That's okay.
The scripture that spoke to me, even through the pain, that if you suffer with me, you'll reign with me. Even through the hurt. He said, count it all joy, your trials and tribulations, for I, the Lord thy God, will deliver you out of the hands of the enemy.
All right.
God himself can deliver Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego that was put in the fire by the very people that God used to bring them out.
Yes.
Y'all hear what I'm saying? God allowed Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego to be put in fire, and they were found in the fire.
Mm-hmm.
The Bible says that their bands were loosed in the fire. So what that tells me is that I did not have to come out of the fire to become free when God allows me to go through the fire.
Yeah.
When I begin not to complain about what I went through, but begin to look for a solution. And that's the issue. We complain when we enter fire. We complain when we go through. But God said, he said, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego didn't say it, not one word. Because they had this saying, if God does not deliver me, I know he is more than able to. So my thing was, if he did not allow me to live, my faith and my hope was in him to know, even if he did not do it, he was still God. If he did not do it, my faith still lied in God. When God had me, the Bible talks about Jeremiah, he was in the hole. And I look at the hole, I look at that as my years of going through the traumatic stuff. We have to realize something. When you look at the story of the disciples and they were in the storm, in the boat, in the storm, I wish I could get the scripture. The Bible says that the boat was in the storm, but God never allowed the disciples to get in the boat in the storm. So I had to trust what God put me in was going to protect me in the storm. And so I say that to say this. I'm still protected, even though I was being abused. I was protected, even though I was being molested and raped every night. I was still being protected.
Yes.
So the audacity for me to find God in the hell was the belief to know that if he brought to it, he'll bring me through it.
Bring me through it. But
The
God,
faith to know that God is a God that he cannot lie. For the Son of Man should he repent. For his word should not go out and come back into his void, but it will accomplish what it was sent to do. When God made me, he spoke a word. He said, let there be light. When God spoke my name into the atmosphere, he knew what I was getting ready to go through.
Yes,
but he also knew that he was not going to allow the enemy to take me out because I was destined and predestined. And before the foundations of this world, I was predestined to be a deliverer to those who cannot be delivered.
And you were delivered from a lot.
That's just what I believe. And people can say I'm crazy. People can say I don't have my right mind. But I'm here to tell you, God will keep you in perfect peace for those who keep his mind on him. I had to
Yes.
keep my mind. I have to realize I was preaching at the age of 16, passing my first church at the age of 17. So I was preaching and being molested, preaching, delivering other folks, but I was going back to hell. The only time I ever felt safe in my life is when I was under the anointing of God. When I was preaching and seeing people's lives change, and you know, ask God, why do you allow me to speak to people and it happens for them, but I got to go back home and deal with this bull crap? You know, the only thing he put me through this whole ordeal, he asked me a simple question: do you trust me? The only thing he ever said to me. And I'm like, God, why are you silent? And I'm going through hell. Why are you not talking to me? He said, do you trust me?
Well,
you had to trust him too, because who
but see,
else
you
could you
saying you
trust?
had to trust him, but at that time, he had only, when you 16 and you going through that, like I read in there, he said he didn't know, he didn't believe in, well, he stopped believing in God. He stopped believing in God's works. He stopped. So when did you start saying, okay, I'm going to trust
I guess
you.
you're saying, what was the turning
I'm going to
point?
believe in you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know
The
you're going
turning
to deliver me.
the turning
Yeah.
point in my life came when I met an apostle out of Fayetteville, North Carolina, named Apostle Lisa Watson. That was the turning point because the day before going to the revival, I tried to commit suicide again. And I went to the revival looking for something. I went to the revival looking for an answer. And when I met Apostle Lisa Watson, she pulled me out of the crowd and she said, God's going to use you to deliver other people. And when I heard that, something clicked. Because there was a time because of I was like, God ain't real. God won't allow me to go through this if he's real. He wouldn't allow somebody to go through this. I don't want to talk about God. I don't want to hear about God. I don't want to know about church. I'm not doing anything. And I tried to commit suicide the day before.
Wow.
And when I said that, I went to church because I told God, I said, God, if you real, you're going to send somebody to speak to me.
Won't he do it?
A word that nobody has ever told me before. And out of all these people, there had to be 300 people at that revival. I'm the only one she called. That was my time. That was my turning point. That was time where I made up in my mind as the woman at the well with the issue of blood. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired.
I know that's right. I know that's right. I'm glad that you found God in the midst of all that, because not only were you going through abuse at the hands of your uncle and your mother, but you had also been diagnosed with like 4 different things. They told you that you were bipolar. They told you that you had PTSD. They told you that you had social anxiety disorder. They also told you had split personality disorder. So not only were you being abused by those people in your life, but you also had other things going on in your mind mentally, excuse me, that was put upon you at a very, very young age. So everything that you went through, for you to come on the other side and be
See, I
able to
think
get
the mental
through that and
issues,
help other people. Like everybody can't go through something like that so traumatic. I mean, the attempted suicides, even your mother, like when I saw what she said to you the last time, when she said, if you come back home, ain't nothing gonna change. And she
girl,
basically was telling you, this is it for you. This, you knew you probably wouldn't come back out of that house. So for you to go through
right.
all this and then be able to turn that all around and throw it into helping other people, everybody ain't built like that. They can barely, help themselves and get through that. And it takes somebody like God to have that strong faith in your life to be able to
And
be
there you
delivered
go.
from something like that. So again, I applaud you. And then all the what you're doing with this book, the organization that you created, all these purchases for the book, the Kindle version, and everything like that is going to an organization to help other people who have dealt with this type of abuse, growing up. So
Yeah,
I'm proud of who you became. Like, there's people who would have been took themselves out of here, or they be on
yeah.
drugs, or they been caught some kind of diseases because they out there being promiscuous. Because that's what happens too.
And hurt
Because
other
some
people the
people
way they've
are
been hurt.
sexually abused, they become promiscuous. They have a lot of kids. They end up with some life threatening diseases, or alcohol. They don't make it too far, and definitely not far enough to be able to help somebody else. So I applaud you for everything that you done,
Yes.
and you using yourself as a gift to
And a
others to
lot,
give back.
yes. I was going to say, God is using you as his vessel
Yep,
to bless others.
to pour into
And
others. Hmm.
we thank you for listening and following the direction that you were
Yep.
given.
Hmm.
That's, that is a blessing unto itself.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it
You
is.
got you got something you ready?
It's like how many? Hold on. I just been sharing the link. Is y'all sharing the link, y'all? Make sure if y'all in the chat, y'all sharing the link. Let me go over here. It says, let me refresh. Okay, it's up to 41.
We want. All right. You ready for your bombshell?
I don't know yet.
You don't know yet?
I don't
Okay.
know. Let me brace myself because I have no idea what it's gonna be.
Tell when you're ready.
Okay, you ready, Carmel
I am
Diva?
sitting on my porch
Are y'all
and it's
ready?
beautiful out here, but the light
Okay.
is drawing
All right.
bugs
So Tanya, can y'all see
to
this
me.
gold? Can y'all see this gold thing right here?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay. I'm gonna bring my link up so we can reveal it.
Okay,
So
You
you
said
ready?
what?
they're
I'm
about
gonna
to
bring my
reveal
wife up.
something.
My wife
Is
is
that my
here,
connection
so
that's
she's gonna
breaking up?
Yeah, Carmel Diva, it's your connection.
say, y'all ready?
Okay, let me go out and I'll come back in.
Okay, I'm gonna kick her out. She coming back. Go ahead.
So you ready for the bombshell?
They in the chat saying we ready.
Ready? So count to three, Tanya.
Okay, on the count of three. One, two, three. Oh my God! Are you serious?
Okay, I'm back.
Oh my God!
What's that? What's that? What's
The,
that?
Oh my God!
untold,
It's
the
gonna be a
untold
movie,
secret.
like for real, for
Oh,
real.
Yes, it's going to be a movie. We have two-time Academy Award winner Willie D. Burton, who has produced The Help, Dreamgirls, Color Purple, Spider-Man,
Shut up.
Roots. He helped with Roots. He is going to be my executive producer. So this is being turned into a movie.
Oh, oh my God!
oh
That
my
is
gosh!
amazing.
Congratulations!
Yes, congratulations! A movie. Oh my gosh!
Oh, now you're
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
gonna be able to touch and reach even more people. Thank you, Jesus.
I know that's
Thank you,
right.
Lord.
God is good. Everybody is saying
Oh,
congratulations in the chat.
Thank you.
I
oh,
love it. I
hallelujah.
love it.
That is the
That is
bombshell that I've
wonderful.
been.
Oh my God, a movie. I know. I thought I had seen somewhere where it said something about a
Oh,
play, but it's
Yeah,
a movie.
we're doing the screenplay, um, but we figured that this would be um, something that would be much more worth it.
Uh-huh.
Um, I am looking forward to this because I will make history. Um, I'll be the first African American to have a hit movie produced by a two-time Academy Award winner in Hollywood.
Oh,
oh,
you go ahead. Oh my God, that is
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah.
Congratulations. And I'm
I
so
am.
excited to see
Y'all,
the movie.
I'm sitting here holding back tears right now.
I know.
A that is fantastic.
So,
When are
thank
you
you. So
guys
what
gonna
I'm gonna do?
start like are you gonna be like involved in like selecting the
Yes,
talent, selecting
Screenplay and
the
all that.
cast?
yes. I'm going to be involved in everything. We're going independent. We're not going to the major production companies. Uh,
Okay.
we're going.
Hmm.
We're going independent for that purpose, so we could have
So is it gonna
control.
be like is it gonna be like at the movies, or is it gonna be like on Netflix? Is it gonna be
No,
like
it's going to be in the movies.
okay,
We are shooting for the big screen. We will do a premiere in Hollywood, and I have to pick another area for a premiere, but we are going to the big screen.
oh my God, do I get to
Oh,
be on the red carpet?
I was gonna
Like
say I want to be in the movie.
do we get to
Talking
be
about
on the
the red
red
carpet. I
carpet?
want to be. I'll be an
See,
extra in the background.
So
I'm
what
gonna
I'm getting
be
ready to do, um, Tanya, we got 40 people in the chat. All right, so here we go. Y'all ask them, do they want this money? So what I need them to do, I need them. I told you guys yesterday that you guys will want an autographed copy of this book because of the bombshell that I dropped.
hmm
Right?
Yes.
So now I need everybody that's in your chat that has not the book. I need them to cash out $ under the Untold Secret 21. Let me say this way that how many books did I say we were away from? We are 80 books away from being an Amazon bestseller. This book
Wow.
was 24 hours. Not even 24 hours. We
Oh,
are
that is
80 books away
phenomenal.
from being an Amazon bestseller. So what I want everybody to do, I want you to cash out the Untold Secret 21. The 20th person that buys the book through Cash App, they will get
You said
a
what?
cash prize for the 20th person. So they're $10 a piece. They're $10 a piece. I need everybody that's watching us right now. Go to the Cash App. $ under the Untold Secret 21. $10 will
okay.
get your autographed copy of the book. Okay.
Okay, I dropped it in the chat, y'all.
Okay. So I have verification on my phone. Um,
Thank you, Melissa. She
I
said
have
you have her
verification on my
support.
phone. I have her support. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you. Thank you. You won the book yesterday. So $10 get you an autographed copy of the Untold Secret. The 20th
Y'all
person.
better send the cash app. Send the cash app to
Okay.
$
Somebody
the
bring me
Untold
two
Secret
masks.
21.
Yes. The Untold Secret 21. Bring me a mask, please. Bring me two if you have them.
Oh my God.
Yes, Cash App is on the bottom of the screen, y'all. Send a $10 Cash App to $ the Untold Secret 21, and you get an
Thank you.
autographed copy of his brand new book, The Untold Secret. And you're how many copies away from
I'm, I'm
bestsellers?
80. I'm 80 copies away from being an Amazon bestseller.
You'll get it.
Mm.
You'll get it tonight. You'll get it tonight.
80 copies. So what I want to do, the 10th person will get a free mask. The 20th person will get a free. 10th
You said the
person,
10th person will get a mask and the 20th person will get
a
what?
mask. The 20th person will get a $20 cash app. The 40th person get a $40 cash app.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. He giving out money, y'all.
40. Yeah, that's what I said, right? 20 and 40. Okay. So when they send the cash app, I'll get a notification on my phone, and I will pick the 10th person, the 20th person, and the 40th person. So if y'all are going live on your if y'all are going live on your phones, y'all can go live. We can do this as well. On your live, y'all and my audience will go live on their phones too. So
yes, please do.
Listen,
come on, y'all. Come on through. You're blessing.
Remember, when you buy this book, you are partnering with me, saying that you want to help me fight and stop and molestation.
Yes.
You are partnering with me. So the Cash App has not gone off yet, so I'm waiting on people to do that. All right, so
say y'all better send them cash apps, y'all.
One of the people in my crowd just cash at me the $10. Thank you, Miss Natalie.
All right.
One of my people in my crowd, he just so now we're 79 books away. We're 79 books away.
Come on, y'all. Come on
All
through.
right, Melissa King. Oh, Melissa King.
All right, Melissa. Go, Melissa.
Wow. Just bought 5 copies. Wow.
All
Melissa
right.
just bought 5 copies. All
Go
right.
ahead,
So
Melissa.
we are 80, 65, 74. We are 74 copies away from the Untold. So Keisha, if you can put away. All right. So I just got 2. So cash app $20. Yeah, you can cash app the. So I've been the person in my crowd. They're gonna buy 2 copies. So that's what's that? 75. That's 74. That's 72. We're 72 copies away. So Keisha,
okay, I'm sharing.
Look at God.
I'm sharing the cash app. I'm sharing the cash app.
Away, 5 copies for me. Put away 5 copies of Mr. That'll buy on Monday.
Thank you, Melissa, and everybody who's cash apping.
Yes. Come on, y'all. Be a blessing for somebody else. Be a blessing for somebody else.
That's 5 books from Miss Melissa.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
Tina Gray, she just bought a book. All right, Tina Gray, I got your book right here.
Go ahead, Tina.
Praise God.
Hold on one second.
All right, come through the hood table, peoples. I recognize all those names. Come through the hood table, peoples.
Yeah.
Hold on, y'all. That's 72. I got somebody else in my audience. How many? I got another person in my audience. She just bought 4 books.
All right, now.
Hey. They selling like hotcakes.
Show up and show out. Y'all better show up and show out.
Listen, I am 68 copies away. All right, Nicole Johnson, that's you? That's Nicole? Oh, I'm sorry. Well, Miss whoever. All right, she just bought 2 books, so we got that. So she was included in that. So how many is that? All right, I'm 68 copies away from being a bestseller on Amazon. That Miss Max, she got 2 books. So that's
let's go.
68. So 68 with Natalie, with her too. Okay, so 68 copies away. 68 copies away.
Let's go. Let's go, y'all.
68 copies away.
Okay, Tina says she just bought another one.
Yeah, all right, Tina.
Yeah, Tina is Taze Inc. Right here. That's Tina, Taze Inc.
Yeah, that's Queen T.
Yeah. Okay, so she bought a few of them.
Hold on, let me verify something. Hold on, y'all. I gotta go out this.
Okay.
Let me verify. Hold on.
Okay.
That's beautiful, y'all.
Yes,
God use y'all to bless somebody else. This is you saving children. You are you're literally helping to save children.
I only got 1 cash app from her.
You only got 1 cash app from her?
Yeah,
Tina, did you say? Okay, Tina. He said he only got one.
Yeah, I got one cash app from Tina.
Okay. Okay. Tina, you still here?
Let's see what she says.
Yeah, I only got one cash app from Tina, guys.
So was one from last night and one now?
Yeah, it was one from yesterday.
Who's Curtis Pittman?
Curtis.
Curtis?
Is
He's
that
the one that's always on your with us.
no? That's Curtis
Curtis
Pittman. Did you say Pittman?
Who?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you say Curtis Pittman or Curtis Smith?
Curtis Pittman.
Yeah, that's Curtis Pittman. That's the hood table. That's the hood table.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
Thank you, Mr. CP.
Yeah, Mr.
Curtis
CP.
Pittman just 2 books.
All
Awesome.
right
Let's
now.
go.
So we're 66 away.
Yes.
We're
All right, y'all. We're
away.
gonna do this. We're gonna make this happen.
So I need to keep a count. She got 4. Keisha. Alisa. Delisa. Can you keep count? She got 4. Miss Natalie got 2. The other lady in the back got 2. Yeah. So 4, 8, huh? We got
And
12.
see, look at us. They say black people can't do nothing together. We can't get together. We don't support each other. But that's a lie. Cause
That's a
look at
lot of
us
books
right
being
here.
sold. Mm-hmm.
Tina
Okay, so we
said, "How
got
much are the face masks?"
16 altogether.
Tina said, "How much are the face masks?"
Face masks are 15.
Okay.
Okay. And she said she bought one the other day, and then she bought one today.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, that's the 2 books. Okay, yes, ma'am.
So
Yes,
yeah.
ma'am.
Okay, that's what you meant. Okay.
Okay.
Look at y'all. This has got y'all don't understand how touched and moved I am right now. That you know all that you've been through.
All right.
The devil tried his best, and you are
Miss
still
Rhonda.
standing.
Elisa says, "Ooh."
Rhonda.
Delisa said she buying 5.
Lisa
Mm-hmm.
said 5. And it's
Yes.
something to pick
Yeah.
up.
Yes, everybody who's just tuning in, we are with the author of the Untold Secret book that will soon be a movie. It will be in theaters.
A motion
And
movie picture.
yes, and if you see the link on the screen, you can cash app him $10 for an autographed copy of the Untold Secret book. Is $ the Untold Secret 21. And after he sells so many books tonight, he's going to give out some free money and some free books.
Gonna be $3.99.
So y'all keep coming through with those book purchases. Come on through. And share the live. Make sure you guys are sharing the live. Share the link. Tune in. If y'all watching from Facebook, go to the Hood Table YouTube channel. Because I know we got people watching on Facebook. We got people watching on YouTube at the same time.
Come on and get this book, y'all. And if you can't read, we'll have somebody read it to you. But come on and get one.
Yes, and for those of y'all who just coming in and don't know what the book is about, it's called The Untold Secret. It's a book about a young boy who was sexually assaulted, molested from the age of 3 to the age of 16 by his mother and uncle without anybody hardly ever believing him. So this book is a great book. He just found out today. We just got the bomb breaking news that it's now going to be a movie as well, which is awesome.
Yes.
Congratulations again.
And you heard it here on the Hood Table first. The Hood Table. Right here.
Hey, Tanya, let's make sure that everybody that's buying books from the Hood Table, they need to inbox you their email, their addresses, so you can get them to me.
Okay.
Yes.
So everybody who is from the hood table, when you cash app him, your cash app, make sure you say I saw you on the hood table. So you can get your autograph copy for $10 because they cost more than
You can
that
say the
normally.
hood table. Just put
Yeah,
the
make sure you
hood
say the
table.
hood table. So
And that
send them
way
a
we
cash
know we
app.
can distinguish.
So
So
Yes.
that person that says buying 5, we haven't got her cash app yet, so we're holding her books.
okay, so you guys, when you
Okay.
send your cash app for your $10 autograph book, make sure you say you heard it from the hood table or you are the hood table subscriber because that sale, that deal is only for if you say you are with the hood table, and that's
Right.
$10 for an autograph copy of the book.
Oh, I feel all
Y'all,
special.
y'all,
I'm like,
y'all,
yeah, I
y'all,
knew him
Now
when.
I know a lot of them you mentioned. I know right off the top who they are. So I know Curtis is the hood table, Tina is the
Yeah.
hood
Yeah.
table. Yeah, so it's certain ones on there that I know for sure are the hood table. Yep, Tasing, Melissa King, she bought 5 copies. That's the hood table.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yep. And you welcome 2216. I don't know if you're still in here, but she said thank you for sharing. Please make sure you guys share the live, share the link so people can tune
Yes.
in.
Yes.
It's such a nice night. You still sitting outside?
I am. It is gorgeous out here.
I
It is
know.
gorgeous. And other than these bugs attacking me from under my light, I'm good.
okay.
But
Hey, I'm
Oh,
gonna have to go in 15 minutes.
okay.
okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go in about
All
15 minutes,
right.
16 minutes.
Okay, we up to 46 views now.
All right. 46.
And
Wow.
I just
Okay.
want to tell you, them twisters looking fire,
I
sir.
know.
Thank
Yes. Come through with the twins.
Yeah. Thank
They looking nice
thank
and crisp there,
Rhonda.
sir.
you.
Rhonda, go ahead. Rhonda. You got one from Rhonda. That's the hood table. If you
Yeah.
if you're not even so you don't even have to be subscribed to the hood table. But if you are here right now, say you saw it on the hood table, so that you can get that
Mhm.
special deal. So what
Mhm.
I'm going to do, I'm going to make a list of all the people in here who saying they purchased one, and I'm going to compare my list to his Cash App list so that he knows exactly who all. So the people who already cashed app, who forgot to say the hood table, we're going to make sure that he knows that you are part of the hood table.
Yeah. I want to show you
Yeah.
something.
Okay, what's that?
Uh,
That's your cake.
Is that a cake?
yes, it is.
Well, I know that's
Oh,
right. Ooh.
yes.
Now you know if I
But
was there,
look,
I would have made your cake for free.
but look, hold on, I'm going to show y'all something else. I am.
What is
I got
that?
my own thing.
What is
Got my
that?
What
own
is that?
singles. I got my potato chips.
What?
Look, got my water.
I know that's right.
All right.
Represent, represent.
Listen, Lionette Buck. Lionette Buck. She just bought a book.
Lynette, Lynette.
Lynette Book. Lynette.
Yeah, that's the hood
Lionette.
I
table.
was like, who?
Yeah, Lynette, that's the hood
Lionette.
table. Yeah, she's the hood
Yep.
table. Yep.
All right. So I'm gonna bring somebody up here. I'm
Okay.
gonna bring somebody on with
Nettie
me.
B.
Come on.
Yeah, Lynette, that's Nettie B.
Come on. I'm about to bring somebody on the table with me, y'all. Okay. She said she's not ready. I'm gonna sit
She
here,
said,
y'all. Y'all see this young lady right here? You gotta bend over some more.
Tell her
See
get
this
in
young
here.
lady?
hey, hey, hi.
Hey, how are you?
How you doing?
This is my sister-in-law, Tanya. When y'all need Tanya, I'm proper. Sorry, I'm proper. Listen, when y'all need a caterer, she cooked all our food tonight. She's at bomb.com. She does travel with security.
All right.
Uh-oh.
So she travels everywhere. Y'all have to look her up on Facebook. She does cakes. She does food. She does some of everything. Yeah, the
And where
caramel
are you
cake is
based
her stuff.
out of? Where are you based out of?
Nashville, Tennessee.
Nashville. Okay.
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 Somebody bring me
That's
up.
what's up. That cake
Yep.
is beautiful.
That's what that one up there do too.
Ooh, that cake looks. That cake looks delicious.
Now what kind is it? What flavor is it?
Did she say it was a caramel cake?
Yeah.
Oh,
Caramel come through. Come through, caramel.
I wish I was
Yeah.
down there. I wish I was down there.
Oh, this is a wonderful night. This is a
I
wonderful night.
know. We approaching 50 views, Caramel Diva. Now,
Come through here,
everybody, please share. Please share the live. Share the link. Share the link.
All right, so Lynette bought another book. So she bought not 2 books?
Go ahead,
Yep.
Lynette.
She bought one.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so all right, so let me count these books from the hood table real quick.
Okay.
You got
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Come through the hood table.
7,
They represent.
9, 10, 11, 12. 12. That's 12. I got 12 books from the hood table. 12
Okay,
books.
and that's by Melissa. That's by Tina.
I got Lynette, Rhonda, Curtis, Nicole, Tina, Melissa.
Rhonda.
I got Lynette, I got Rhonda, I got Curtis, I got Nicole, I got Tina, and I got Miss Melissa.
Okay, okay, and then we have Delisa.
Okay.
Delisa or Delisa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yep. So
Okay, I think. Let me go through here.
I think that was it.
Yeah, I think that was it.
Yep. That was it. So,
Well, that's a lot of books sold from this show. That's a lot of books sold.
yeah. So what I'm gonna do?
Yes.
What I'm gonna do? I'm going to pick one person. We didn't do the 50, so I'm gonna do $20 for somebody.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is what I'm gonna do.
All right, Tina just inboxed me her address.
Okay.
And don't forget the hood table, people. Inbox me, or matter of fact, just go to my IG. Go to the hood table on IG and inbox me your address. If you purchase books today, inbox me your address so I can get your address to Douglas so he can mail your books.
I just sent Melissa. Miss Melissa King. She was the one that bought the most books, so I sent her $20 cash app.
All right, Melissa. Go ahead, Melissa. She won $20.
Yeah, that's what's up.
He just cashed out you.
There it is.
Congratulations, Miss Lissa, Mrs. King.
Hey.
She said thank you. Thank you. Okay, we appreciate you. We love you. Congratulations.
Yeah,
we appreciate you. Thank you.
Yes, let's do it again. And you make sure you send us the link to your other. Make sure you send us the links to your other interviews. Just tag me.
Interview.
Yeah.
I'll do. I have on the 13th. I'll make sure I send it to you.
Okay, and as far as the movie information, whenever you get updates on that too, just let us know. We'll keep promoting and advertising.
You
yeah.
know
Once we
that.
start, let you guys know.
Okay, okay. All right. Well, you
Okay.
have fun. Enjoy the rest of your book launch party. Congratulations
Yes, ma'am.
again. All
Thank you so
right.
Yes,
much.
well deserved. Bye
Awesome.
bye.
All right. Bye bye. That is so
Oh, that was
awesome. She said she
wonderful.
appreciated it so much. Yes, that
Oh,
was awesome. He's always giving back. He always giving back to the
he
peoples.
is. He is.
Yes.
And
So
that is so
Melissa,
wonderful.
yes, yes. And Melissa, I already got your address. So I'm gonna send him your address. Tina just sent me her address. Nettie B, make sure you send me your address. Rhonda, I don't
Hmm.
know if you're at the actual book launching or
Curtis.
not, but I think Rhonda's at the actual book launching. Curtis, send me your address.
Oh,
Delisa, she
okay.
was at the book launching. So everybody who's a part of the Hood Table, please go to IG and look up the Hood Table and send me your address so I can give it to Douglas so he can mail you your books. Okay, okay,
Mm.
okay, okay. I think I'm about to do what
Oh,
you
I
doing
remember that.
right now,
Okay,
Carmen
good.
Diva. I think I'm about to go sit on my
You did do
pouch.
what?
I think I'm about to go sit
Oh,
on my.
girl, I'm telling you, I am wore out being out there in that garden. And then I had to
Oh,
run in and jump in
Melissa,
the
really?
shower. And then,
Hold on, Carmen Diva. Do you see what she said?
yeah.
What?
Oh,
Oh my gosh.
Melissa,
That is. Oh my gosh.
you are so wonderful. I mean,
Oh
y'all
my
are
gosh.
wonderful.
So do you want? Do
That
you
is so
want me to?
sweet.
Do you want me to have them mail them to me, Melissa? Oh, she said she bought her copy last night.
Yeah, I do remember her buying one last night.
Hold on, let me check my DMs because Rhonda said she
Oh,
just inboxed me. Let me check my DMs. Okay, Rhonda, I see you. Accept. Okay.
and Melissa, Casey said congratulations.
Okay, I got you, Rhonda. I got you, honey. Okay, Karma Diva, I think she got kicked off. Okay, I got Rhonda's address. I got Melissa. Well, Melissa said she's gonna give hers to the Hood Table fans of the Hood Tables. Tina, she sent me hers. Curtis, I need your address, and Nettie B. So those of you who are Facebook friends with me, just inbox me on Facebook. But if you're not Facebook friends with me, the Hood Table. You said I know more people. And don't forget, oh Melissa, don't forget. Make sure do you got his email address because remember he's gonna come on your show to talk about entrepreneurship and stuff like that. So make sure you hit him up for that. Or I'll get you his contact information. Matter of fact, I think all his contact information is in the description box. Hold on. Yes, I'm gonna put all his contact information in the description box so that anybody who wants to contact him, whether it's for interview, he's willing to go on anybody's YouTube channel, anybody's platform to do an interview, purchase you a book by him, read the book, check the book out, and then he'll, if you want, he'll jump on your platform and do an interview. So yeah, he's really open to all that. But this is a good book, you guys. I mean, some of y'all have read it already, some of y'all haven't. The book is awesome. The things that he survived, I could not imagine all the things that he went through. All the things that he went through at the hands of his own mother and uncle for over 10 years. Over 10 years of sexual abuse from your own mother and your uncle in the same house.
13 years.
Like if it
How
wasn't
can you
one,
how can
every
you do
single
that to
day,
a
if it wasn't one, it
three-year-old?
was the
What does that
other.
child know? How can you do that to a baby?
I
He's
mean,
still a baby.
I can't, man.
He's still a baby.
I'm telling you, there's a special place in hell for child molesters and
Hey,
rapists.
Nettie B.
A special place in hell, honey.
Oh, hell
Hey,
yeah.
Natty B. I enjoyed breakfast with you guys this morning. We had fun. Karma Diva, you missed out. You're going to have to hook up with us next Saturday.
I know.
I
I
like doing
know.
our
I
little
know.
Sunday breakfasts. I mean, our Saturday breakfasts. I love doing that.
I know. I wanted to, but y'all, I'm telling you, I'm still wore out.
Yes, Aisha, that's what this book is about. That's what this book is about.
Mhm.
And again, I got the
Mhm.
Cash App in the information for the Cash App is in the chat. If you Cash App the author $10, make sure you say I heard about your book on the Hood Table.
And you get it
So
for you get an
and then
autographed copy.
yes, and then make sure you inbox me on IG. Inbox the Hood Table your address after you Cash App him $10 because me and him is gonna coordinate and make sure everybody from the Hood Table get their $10 autograph book
And the
because
kicker
it's worth
is
more than
it's
that. He's
about to
charging
be
the regular
turned
folks.
into a movie.
Yes, he's
So
charging
you
the
getting an
regular
autographed
customers.
copy.
Yep, he's charging the regular customers more than $10 for an autograph copy. So that's a the Hood Table special, honey. So yeah, if you are
Hmm.
interested in this book called The Untold Secret, the story of a little boy from the ages of 3 to 16 who was sexually assaulted, raped, molested, beaten, chained, starved for years by his mother and uncle.
He been
Like
through it
that
all.
passage from Medina, what was like your favorite part of the book? Like or what was like the most shocking or most memorable part of the book for you? Because mine still is that part where he went to school at 5 years old and the teacher couldn't get him to sit down and he kept crying saying my butt
Yes,
hurt,
when
my
he
butt hurt.
said, I
And when they
can't
took
sit
him to
down,
the
it hurt
nurse's
too
office,
bad.
hold on, they can't hear us both at the same time. When they took him to the nurse's office, he was like they took his clothes down. They saw all the whelps on his bottom from his mother beating him, and then he also was raped the night before by his uncle. So not only was he beaten by his mother, but he was sexually assaulted by his uncle the same night. So the very next day he couldn't sit down in class. 5 years old, and they still sent him
Mm.
back home to his mother because his mother denied it.
Right, she lied. But my favorite part was when he was in court and he told her exactly what he felt
Oh
when
yeah,
he finally got to stand up for himself and tell her how just she emasculated him, her and the uncle.
hmm
They tried to break his spirit. They did everything. I'm telling you, Satan used them in every which way to hurt this child.
they sure did.
And he still was a survivor. He
Hmm
still was a conqueror. He
Yep.
still became more than what they'll ever be. And
Yep.
that, just him in that courtroom and the description of him and Michael's suits is just a wonderful thing. And you know
Michael
what?
was
I
a
didn't get a chance
blessing
to
to him.
read.
Michael was like
Yes,
an angel sent from heaven.
yes,
And if they wouldn't have took him,
yes.
like when she came to the school, remember when she came to the school at the end of the book, and he was
I
scared,
didn't get there
and
yet.
his mother told him, that basically
Oh,
the reason
okay. At the
why
beginning, yeah,
at the end of the book, his mother had told him because they kept sending him back home, and the abuse and the sexual abuse was getting worse and worse from his mother and his uncle. And
yeah.
she finally told him that he was a product of a rape and that nobody
Yes,
ever
he
knew about it.
was.
And she also told him that he was dumb and that he looked just like his father. And
Yeah,
when she saw his face, she saw his father and everything he did to her while she was pregnant with him. And the only way that she could get back at him was to do and allow the same things that was happening to her to happen to him. So while she was raped and abused sexually and mentally and physically, she
now
hated
I'm
his
gonna be
father
honest.
so much for doing that.
I don't know if that was the truth. I don't know if I believe
I don't
that.
know either. I'm just reading what he put in his book, but
Yeah,
she
yeah, yeah, yeah.
basically that was the reason that she gave because
Her excuse.
she
Yeah,
was getting back at the father by making sure he was assaulted, he was raped by her and her brother. She hated her baby dad, his father, so bad, and she told him that it ain't gonna ever change, and that if he
yeah.
makes it past a week
It's
with
gonna get
her, that
worse.
last time he was about to go home, she said, if you make it by a week in my house, you'll be lucky.
And
I'm
she
telling y'all,
handcuffed him
this
to the
book
radiator and
is
beat him with that extension cord. I was like,
this book
I just,
it's a page turner, y'all.
it's
It's a
very
page.
emotional. It's very emotional.
It's very emotional, and it might be a trigger for some of y'all. I was sexually
Yeah,
abused as a child, so some people who still are reeling from trauma for
dealing with
that. They
those
could be
demons. Yeah,
20, 30, 40, 50 year olds. Some people just never get to that place where they
past
are
it.
just like,
Yeah,
okay, it doesn't traumatize me anymore. So some of the book, well, a lot of the book could be triggering, to be
yeah.
honest. A lot of it. But yeah, Melissa said she knew
You
there
know,
had to be some history. Hmm.
it kind of reminds me of. Have you ever read that book called A Child Called It?
Yes, I did. Yes, I sure did. Yep,
It
that was
kind
a
of
good book
reminds
too.
me of that. Uh huh. It kind
Yep,
of
that was a
reminds
real
me
good
of that
book.
one.
Hmm. Yep, that was a real good
Zing
book.
says she want to go to breakfast.
Tina,
Well,
for
you know
real,
what?
for real,
Come
Tina.
on
Can I add you to our breakfast group? Our it's the
to the
Hoodies
breakfast
Breakfast Group.
club.
The Hoodies Breakfast Club. Yes, I will inbox you. We like to go and we like to choose a different
We
place
usually go on
every
Saturday mornings.
Saturday.
Yep.
We like to go Saturday mornings at 9 a.m. and we choose like a different spot. So
Mhm.
everybody gets their chance. Everybody gets their, their choice to choose, where we going to go and, stuff like that. But it's fun. If
The
any of you
402
local
come.
people,
Did
yeah,
402 show up?
yes, he sure did. 402 and I showed up almost around the same
Oh,
time.
did
So
he?
yeah, 402 did show up
Oh,
today. Yep, he was there.
oh wow.
Yep, it was fun. It's
I
nice.
could have came and harassed him.
Yes, you could have. You could have. You could have came and harassed Curtis. He needed somebody to harass him.
That's
Hmm.
all right. 402, he usually drop by just spontaneously, and
He
then we sit
cool as
out
a
here for
fan.
hours.
He's so
Girl,
cool. He couldn't stay here long though because he plays instruments, in a band
yeah,
in that group,
in
the
that
Sons.
church,
So
and
yeah, they
yeah,
had like a
yeah.
meeting and stuff. So he couldn't stay long.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay, Tazing. I will hit you up. I'll hit you up like Friday just to send you a
yeah,
reminder, and I'll let you know where we going. And it's always like 9 o'clock in the morning on Saturday.
yeah. They always trying to go early on Saturday.
Well, I mean, who what? Because see, the thing about it, Carmen Diva, these restaurants be getting
People like to
full.
sleep
If you
in.
ain't there by 10 o'clock, you gonna be waiting and waiting for some of these restaurants. So I like to get there early, get a good seat, get started on my coffee. Mm.
I
But
mean,
yeah,
not that I need it, but some of us like our beauty sleep.
9 o'clock, girl, you can sleep all doggone week. If I can get up at 9 o'clock and I got 3, 4, 5, 11 jobs, and I can get up at 9 on Saturday, you can get your butt up.
Oh, and let me tell y'all, I'm gonna send a shout out to my oldest, my firstborn, who will be graduating at the end of May. But he is the winner or one of the winners of the Susan Buffett scholarships.
Awesome, full
Yes,
ride. Which school he
yes.
going to? Did he select yet?
He's going to UNO. He got accepted to UNO. He got his letter the other day.
Tell my
And
boy
he's studying
I am
mechanical
proud. Tell my
engineering.
boy I am proud. Hey,
Yes,
that's what's
I
up.
am so proud of my baby.
I knew he could do it. I knew he could
Thank
do it. That is
you.
so
I
awesome.
know. I know.
Full ride
I'm so
scholarship.
proud. So, so proud.
That Susan Buffett is a good scholarship.
Girl,
They
that's
can go
what.
to any school in the state for free.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yep. And I was like, well, because we didn't think, he did it and we didn't think anything about it. See,
Uh huh.
Melissa, thank you. Thank you.
Oh, Melissa, don't get in her
But
head. Don't get in her head. We already trying to get her up. We already trying to get her up. She be like, I don't wanna. I don't
I knew
wanna.
somebody was gonna agree with me.
Like a little kid, I don't wanna get up.
I be
Oh,
wanting to
Nettie, you didn't
go,
realize that was
but it's just
402?
that waking up. Cause I mean,
Nettie said she didn't even realize that was 402.
oh, you didn't know
She knows him like
that?
she knows him, but she didn't put the two, because he don't use his real name on here. So
Yeah. Well, that's
yeah,
like you and me when we was when you was like Tasing, and I was like, who is that?
yeah,
But
because
yes,
Tazy
he.
would come in
Oh,
the
I'm
chat and I'm
so
like, who's
just so proud of
Tazy?
my baby.
And then when I finally realized Tazy was Tina, I was like, oh,
I
okay,
didn't
okay.
know.
Yeah. Hey Jason, what's up? What's going on? We about to wrap up this live though. I'm about to go make me a drink and I'm about to sit my butt out
Yes.
on the porch because it's still like 70 something degrees outside. It feels amazing.
That's why
So
I'm gonna do. But finna go lay it down because being in the garden and girl, I had the kids out there with me, so I'm trying to show them. I'm trying to plot. Figure out where everything is going. This garden is gonna be ridiculous this summer
and I'll be
because
over
we're
there getting
gonna
me
have
some peppers.
we're
Give me some
gonna have
peppers.
green peppers. We're gonna have hot peppers.
Mm-hmm.
Different varieties of tomatoes, cucumbers, two different
Mm-hmm.
varieties of watermelon, cantaloupe. What else? There's asparagus, green beans, collard greens,
Ooh,
okra.
y'all
So
doing it.
I told you that now you see why I am
Oh,
so
Jason Finn
doggone
said
drained.
Jason said, what your would talk about?" Well, our show tonight that we discussed was we had an author on our we interviewed an author by the name of Douglas E. Hopson. This is his book right here. It's called The Untold Secret. It's a book about a
Mm,
child who, from the age of 3 to 16, was sexually assaulted, raped, abused, beaten, chained, starved. Um, the worst
you
things you could
name it,
imagine
it
happening
happened.
to a child besides death, it happened to this boy from the age of 3 to 16, and nobody believed him till he was almost 16 years old. That's when finally somebody believed him. Finally, the cops said they're gonna take action. They put his mother and uncle in jail, and the book is awesome. It just shows how a child who comes from a life like that, with no way out, um
No, but
with you overcome that of somebody who didn't believe in God, hated God, didn't understand why God would make something like that happen to him, turn around and then be like an advocator for
it's an
people and
apostle.
children, you know who went through stuff like that, and now he's a apostle, he's a preacher,
Mhm.
and it's an amazing story. It's an amazing story, and if you want a copy of the book, it's $10, especially if you are
Cash app.
a survivor of incest or rape or childhood trauma like that. You might want to get the book and check it out, or if you know somebody else who was a victim or a survivor, you might want to get the book for them and check it out. But the information is in the chat. I'll highlight it again. That's the author. That's his cash app, $ the Untold Secret 21. It'll get you the hood
What he
table
do?
special. $10 for an autographed copy of the Untold Secret book. It's a $10 special. You get an autographed copy for only $10. But you have to cash app him and you have to say, I saw you on the hood table or I heard about you on the hood table. That's the only way you can get that $10 deal for that book. And then
Nettie,
hit
no,
me
it
up
wasn't the
on IG.
bugs today. Because we was doing all that tilling and digging, the snakes was coming out. Two of them got. Well, check this out. I killed one, threw him in the street. Uh, One got away, and then I had caught one, but I only got like the end of his tail. I guess he said, "Hell with that, I don't need it." And I looked down because I had the little neighbor boy bring me the hoe because I had him stuck with the shovel. And by the time he got over there with the hoe, he done left and left the tail.
Girl. Lord have mercy. But yeah, I
But
was
I
saying,
sprayed. I got some snake stuff. Go
um,
ahead.
to the people who want a copy of that book, it's $10. Just cash app $ the Untold Secret 21 for a $10 autograph copy of this book right here from the author. And
Mhm.
make sure you say you heard about it on the hood table, and then go
Yeah.
to my IG. Hit me up on my IG, which is the hood table, and send me your address because me and the author is coordinating to get you guys your $10 autograph book. Okay.
Yeah.
So follow
Yeah.
those steps, please. Follow those steps, please. And if you have any questions, just hit me up on IG, the Hood Table. That's my IG, okay? He
Okay.
said, "Can we talk
And
about R. Kelly? Is something new going on with R. Kelly?
right,
Because I ain't
he
heard
said
about
he's
nothing
guilty.
new.
I ain't either.
Yeah, I mean, I know he played. I mean, he pled not guilty to all those 11 charges, but I don't know. Is there anything update on him? But maybe we can make
I
that
don't
another
have
show.
no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I
we'll have to
haven't
do
heard
that
anything.
another time. We'll have to do a
Yeah.
little research.
Yeah, I haven't heard anything recently about R. Kelly. But yeah, so that's all I got tonight, Karma Diva. Anything left you got to say about tonight or the show or
I just
anything?
think every time we talk to him, it's a wonderful. We have a wonderful chat with him.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
did. I just was wondering what happened to the sister once the mom went to jail.
Mm.
Who took her? Did she see any of this? Was she impact? I mean, I know he said nothing happened to her, but was she impacted by what happened to him?
Oh yeah,
So,
that I know you had hit on that a little bit. I think you had hit on that,
hmm
and I think you had asked was she abused, and he said no, she was like the
the
angel
angel
child or
child.
yeah, something like that. And that's how it is sometimes. It be one child get abused and the other child because we saw why he was abused because his mother just hated his father. She was raped and all that kind of stuff. So that's why she poured back into him what was poured into her. The other child, it was obviously by a different guy,
Hmm.
but I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good question. Maybe I can get that information from him and let you guys know.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes, the mom and dad both. I mean, the mom and the uncle both went to jail.
yeah.
Yep,
Good.
yep,
They should have been put under the damn jail, but
yep.
you know.
Jason Finch. What about what 14-year-old?
Okay, we gonna go past that because
You
we're
talking
not
about free R.
dealing with
Kelly?
R. Kelly
Is
tonight.
that Are you a troll, Jason? Do I
Yes,
gotta
we're not
block you
gonna
from
deal with
the
that
chat,
tonight.
Jason? Because you talking about free R. Kelly. I think that's a troll. But anyway, you guys, thanks for tuning in tonight. Make sure you like and share the video. Subscribe to the Hood Table
Yeah.
if you're not already subscribed, please. And thank you very much. And again,
Don't forget to get your book.
don't forget to get your book.
And
$10.
you
Yeah,
can get it
$10.
on Kindle too from on Amazon. You can get it for 99 cents
Yep.
on Amazon for your Kindle.
Yep. If
So
you want the Kindle
you can
version,
get
you
it
can get
that
it for
way.
99 cents. Yep. Yep. On
Yeah.
Amazon. But okay, you
So
guys,
go
that
ahead
wraps it
and
up,
the
you guys.
proceeds go to his foundation that helps to prevent child abuse and sexual abuse.
Oh, he
So
said he a supporter of R. Kelly. Oh, well, you probably wouldn't want this book then, since you support people
right.
who rape and sexually assault little kids. So, Jason, on that note, you guys stay safe, be blessed, remain vigilant, and always, always what,
And
Carmen?
keep it hood. Keep
Keep
it
it
hood.
hood. Keep it hood. All right, y'all.
Good
Deuces.
night. Peace.